Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. The Unbridled Nightmares facing off against the Flaming Freak Shows in round number 9. Here comes the Tauros for the Nightmares with his Intimidate, lowering the Electrode's attack stat as Electrode goes first with a Hyper Voice. Not a bad move, doing a bit of damage to that Tauros as it goes for a Circle Throw. Circle Throw lands, doing a good amount of damage to Electrode and forces it out. So Tauros now going to face off against the weaker Charjabug. Tauros does get to go first here. It will go for an Astonish. Astonish not the best move to use. Doesn't do that much damage as Charjabug retaliates here with a Hyper Voice. Same move that the Electrode used, and Tauros is in the yellow. There goes Tauros now with a Taunt. Ooh, interesting. Charjabug's going to have to use Struggle now. Oh, no. Charjabug shook off the Taunt, so it's going to be able to use Metronome. Interesting, as it goes for a stored power. It is super effective, but doesn't do that much damage. Tauros still in the yellow. Tauros now going for the Thunder Shock, not very effective. Of course, Charjabug, an electric type, takes that easily, and Charjabug goes for the Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw getting Tauros down to 32 HP. Charjabug doing pretty well against the Tauros, but he goes for the Strength Set. Tauros healing itself back up, lowering Charjabug's attack stat, and that puts Tauros almost back at full health. Charjabug goes again, this time with the Cross Chop, doing a little bit of damage. It has to work Tauros' HP down all over again. The frustration, you can see it on the Freak Show's face as the Sticky Web goes down, looking to slow down every Pokemon that comes out on the Freak Show's team. There goes the Aqua Tail, which will fail. It is missed there, and Tauros gets to attack again. There goes the Tauros with the Burning Bulwark, going to protect itself. Charjabug wants to avoid trying to attack here. Goes for a Perish Song. Interesting. Charjabug says, we've been at this for too long. Now you have 3 turns, Tauros. Make your move. And here we go. Tauros going to make its move. This time it goes for the Tail Slap. Tail Slap will hit twice, and Charjabug takes that pretty easily. Charjabug now with the Psycho Boost, though. That's super effective. Oh my. Tauros goes down to 14 HP. Charjabug hitting hard. That Charjabug, if Tauros did not use that Strength Sap, Charjabug was on top of this battle. There goes the Wonder Room from the Tauros, swapping defense and special defense. Charjabug now going for the Chloroblast, and that is avoided by Tauros, so it does not get to knock it out, and the Perish count falls to 1. Last turn for each Pokemon. Setup moves right now would be the best. There goes the Lunge, though, from the Tauros. Charjabug in the yellow. Doesn't matter, will faint in the next turn. Charjabug hits Tauros with the Blast Burn. All right, it knocks it out finally, but again, Tauros was going to faint anyway, thanks to Perish count, and here comes the end for Charjabug. It did put up a good fight, but both Pokemon will faint. So Tinkatink coming out for the Nightmares, while the Freak Shows send out their Snubble. Snubble, of course, going to lose a little bit of speed thanks to Sticky Web, and Tinkatink is affected by Intimidate. Will lose some of its attack stat, but it does get to go first. It goes for a Bitter Malice. Bitter Malice, of course, not very effective, or just neutral, just doesn't do that much damage, and lowers Snubble's attack as well. The Spirit Shackle from the Snubble hits decently. Tinkatink can't swap out now. Tinkatink going forward with a Smoke Screen. Lowering that accuracy on Snubble, we've got to keep that in mind. Snubble goes for a Floral Healing, not the move that you want to pull in a Metronome battle, healing your opponent. Tinkatink back at full HP. Here comes Tinkatink once again, this time with the Fairy Lock, so neither Pokemon can swap out in the next turn. Snubble goes for the Air Slash. That would be not very effective, but Tinkatink avoids it anyway. And there goes the Tinkatink again, this time with the Psychic. Psychic, a bit of damage. Snubble Snubble going for the Giga. Oh, the disrespect with the Gigaton Hammer. taking Tinkaton down into the yellow, using its own move. As Tinkaton goes for the Petal Blizzard. Petal Blizzard still doesn't get Snubble in the yellow, as Snubble goes once again, this time Baby-Doll hours. Tinkaton's attack falls again. I believe that's the second time his attack has dropped. Once due to Intimidate. There goes the Psychic Fangs. Snubble finally in the yellow, but barely. And Snubble going with a stored power. That, of course, not very effective. Tinkatink took that with ease. Tinkatink going again, this time with a Sand Tomb. And not a bad idea. It hasn't been able to do that much damage to the Snubble, so the Sand Tomb will do some of the damage at the end of every turn. The Terra Blast misses for the Snubble, probably thanks to the smoke screen. Snubble takes damage from the Sand Tomb as Tinkatink goes again, this time with a Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel barely does any damage. Snubble going for an Endeavor. That's avoided again. The smoke screen saving Tinkatink here as the Sand Tomb puts Snubble in the red. Sand Tomb was a good move to use. Smart tactic by the Tinkatink as it goes for a Horn Leech. Horn Leech barely doing any damage, but enough to get Tinkatink back in the green. And here we go. Snubble with the Water Pledge. Water Pledge hits, doing a good amount of damage. Tinkatink back in the yellow, but Snubble will faint here to the Sand Tomb. And the Freak Shows are down to their last Pokemon, which is the Electrode, who has already been damaged. So this is a good opportunity for the Nightmares to come away with the win here. There goes the Terrestrialization from the Freak Shows. Going to turn the Electrode into an Ice type. Here comes the Ice type Electrode. It goes for a Bite. Bite, not very effective. Easy move for Tinkatink to take. And Tinkatink's Pickpocket takes the Electric Seed off of the Tinkatink, even though it flinches. So Electrode gets to go again. Flying Press, not very effective. Tinkatink at 5 HP, though. It will go for a Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash, super effective against the Ice type. Electrode down to about a quarter of its HP. Tinkatink looking pretty good. There goes the Haze, taking away all stat changes. That gives Tinkatink its attack back. So now it can deal some real damage, but it goes for a Muddy Water. Muddy Water puts Electrode in the red. Tinkatink still living on that 5 HP as Electrode goes for the Disarming Voice. It's not very effective, but 5 HP isn't much to go on, so Tinkatink does faint. Good play by the Tinkatink, and Porygon will finish things off for the Nightmares, hopefully. Its download raises its attack stat as the Freak Shows are looking for a way to overcome the Porygon quickly. Porygon gonna Terrestrialize, turns itself into the Fire type, which is a good type matchup against the now Ice type Electrode. Electrode, of course, going first, this time with the Sweet Kiss. That is avoided by Porygon. Porygon now with Power Split, sharing its attack, I believe, with the, or splitting the attack between them. Probably not the best idea. There was a Whirlpool. Oh, the Freak Show's using one. It's a super effective move and a critical hit, and the same tactic that the Nightmares used with Sand Tomb. There goes the Acid Armor as Porygon tries to raise its defenses. That will not have an effect on the Whirlpool, though. Electrode going for a Shift Gear. Maybe not the best time. When you're in the red, you want to attack or heal, one of the two. There goes the Porygon. This time with a Wing Attack, not very effective, but it doesn't matter. The Aftermath hurts Porygon, and Electrode will faint when going to the Nightmares. If you enjoyed that match, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more of the Metronome Madness League, and I will see you in the next one.